Hi travelers, Tara here, and I'm coming to you today. It is September 25th, 2017, and this is going to be an elemental fire reading. So this reading is going to encompass the signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius for October 2017. It's going to be a mini cross. For those of you watching this who have website membership, I'm going to try to get the Libra and Scorpio videos up sometime today. Don't know when, but you know, just check back. It may be late this evening. I don't know. Let's see. If you're interested in getting a personal reading from me, then you can click on the little thing that comes up in the left-hand corner. That'll take you directly over to the website. There are plenty of articles. I have several types of phone readings, private video readings, which are great because you get to download those and keep them, and you can watch them all through the month, whatever it is you want to do. I also have astrological readings. If you join for the membership, you get 2 free natal charts. You get access to the 4 different video galleries that are there. There's a whole lot of information. So you can go to the Join Today tab, and it'll tell you the different levels of membership. Okay, and you decide what's best for you. This is a general reading, so the messages will not resonate with everyone. That does require a personal reading where I meditate on your name and your birth date, and I can pick up on the energies around you. I'm going to be bringing the romance gallery to the, so I'm going to be really busy this week. Somebody contacted me for a etheric cord cutting, but I haven't heard anything back from you. So, you know, get with me. I'm going to be pushing through. I'm trying to get back in the groove after the past crazy 3 weeks that I've been through. All right, let's get the cards down. Mini cross. Again, this is for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, October 2017. The Hanged Man. Well, damn. Right now, Neptune is in Pisces. That is his ruling sign. The symbol of the fish speaks to the depths, but they're going in opposite directions. And so sometimes the energy of Neptune can be, the more you try to get to the truth of a situation, the foggier things become. The more confusing they become. So this is really about just sometimes trying to wait it out and look at it from a different perspective. If you have placed yourself in a situation where you feel like you're doing more for other people, because Pisces can do that. If you're doing more for other people, you're not getting a whole lot back, and you're waiting around for that person or that situation to show you some results, then maybe you need to take a look at what you're doing, because only you have control over that. You can't control anybody else. You can't really control the situation. You have control only of yourself, the way you think, how you respond, and how you react to things, okay? One other thing is that we have the last of the Jupiter-Uranus oppositions to occur on the 27th in a couple of days. These two clash, the clash of these two titans in the sky opposite each other. Jupiter has been in Libra. It has been retrograde, but it is now moving direct on the 27th. It's about to move into the sign of Scorpio. But Uranus, who has gone direct back, I don't know when, he will now be retrograding again. He will be stopping and slowing down in the sign of Aries. Aries rules the first house. Libra rules the second house. And whenever there's an opposition, it speaks to some kind of challenge, okay? Me versus us. Me versus we. Me versus them. So that's how that works. Let's put the rest of the cards down. Get one more shuffle on these. Oh, that's going to be our foundation card. We want to know what is the hold up all about here. Okay. One more. Ah, the Three of Swords. So some of you are trying to determine whether or not everything that you've devoted yourself to, everything that you've given up, everything that you've sacrificed, has it all been for naught? Others of you are trying to, this is Saturn in Libra. And Saturn is in Libra is not, if you go online and you look at the aspect of Saturn in Libra, it tells you that it makes relationships heavy, or that there's this sense of burden. And in one respect, that can be true. But also in terms of relationships, and Libra just doesn't rule romantic relationships. It's all types of relationships. I can't even talk. You, in order to get commitment, you need Saturn there. Okay. Saturn says that, you know, if you're committed to doing the work and going through whatever it is you got to go through, I love you to the moon and back, right? That you may be able to work those things out and come out better on the other side. So sometimes this is about a sacrifice, a necessary sacrifice that you have to make. So there's two messages here. For some of you, you've been devoting entirely too much time, energy, and resources to a relationship that is no longer in your highest good. For others of you, you may be faced with the challenge in a relationship where you're going to be required to really dig down deep. It's going to depend on how much you love that person, care about that person, and how much you're willing to work. Jupiter in Libra brings divorces, separations, but it also brings engagements and marriages. So, you know, two sides of the same coin here. There can be no we without a me, okay? And maybe there's been too much we and no me, okay? So here we go. Here's the sun. Oh, a sun, Neptune. Well, that's not a bad thing, because what the sun can do is illuminate things for you. That's what he does. The sun puts a spotlight on something. It speaks to fathers or men or male energy. So it could be egos. It could be any number of things. But the sun comes out to show you, maybe the clouds are parting in this, okay? And maybe some of you are coming to the realizations that you need in order to make whatever decision you need to make. Seven of Pentacles, waiting for the harvest to come in. You put in the work and now you're waiting. Okay. It's coming up, the Nine of Pentacles. Well, Venus in Virgo. And I think Venus has just moved into Virgo. It may be moving into Libra. I'm not exactly sure which would be its ruling sign. Venus co-rules both Taurus and Libra. And so this energy here of the coins, that's, you know, that's an earth energy. And Venus in Virgo is about money-making ideas. It is about looking at the value of things. It is about understanding what value comes through love, not only love of others, but love of self. Some of you may be dealing with a King of Swords, an air sign individual, same-sex or heterosexual. He represents the sign of Aquarius, though. And this, as a profession, this guy could be a soldier, a police officer, a doctor, a dentist. He could be a chef. He could be a writer. He could be an editor. Swords cover lots of things. Any place where there's a sharp instrument or an instrument that can wound will be taken into account, or that can chop or cut, but also words, thoughts. Someone who can be highly, highly, highly detached, highly logical, sees no value in emotions. And interestingly enough, there are no cups in this reading. Okay, I have two major arcana. So let me take a look. First of all, I have no repeater numbers. This 7 is a struggle. This is about trying to make a difficult decision. I think some of you are trying to determine what is it do I need to do, or what is it do I have to do, or what do I have to give up in order to reach that level of stability. Because the Nine of Pentacles lady it's all about harnessing those wild impulses that you have. Like the bird. Birds just fly. See that bird on her shoulder? Birds fly willy-nilly sometimes. They know where they're going, but we don't. From looking at it, we don't know where they're going. We've seen them flip back and forth. So this is about harnessing those impulses, maybe even just to flee a situation. And really, really, really planting something here. You've already planted it. okay, and waiting for that harvest to come in. There is an inherent value. The coins represent the physical plane. So now let me take a look and see if there's any information that I can be given about either the Seven of Pentacles next to the Sun, or the Hanged Man, or the Three of Swords next to the Hanged Man and the Sword, and or the Nine of Pentacles next to the Hanged Man. Okay. There's a lot of strange energy going on. So let me look first. Let's go to the Seven of Pentacles. It's kind of touching two cards, right? I have an article up on the website about the Seven of Pentacles. For those of you, you don't need a membership to go read that. It's open to the public. Okay, there's nothing next to these two cards. Okay, so now let's go to the Nine of Pentacles to see if there's any meaning here next to the Hanged Man. And that, you know, if you guys are waiting on something, I think it will be coming in. It's nothing about the Nine of Pentacles next to the Hanged Man. Okay. Now, let's go to this Three of Swords here. This is the one I want to look at. And that is a really, really tough energy to deal with. Right. Yeah, it's about looking at what you've been doing. There's nothing that's telling me about this. So, I think for some of you, you may have your head in the sand. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. For others of you, you feel all upside down and a sea. Here, the air is at the bottom and the earth is at the top. Let's just go to the Sibilas because I don't even know what to tell you about this. The first thing I'm going to look at is that Hanged Man that has come out. And this row across the center, this is the past into the future, is really saying that eventually you will get there. You're going to have, for some of you, there might be a move. Maybe you have to leave. Maybe there's a separation and you're dividing up property. Maybe you are the wealthier partner in this. And sometimes this Three of Swords can be about the silver lining. Okay. You know, sometimes you might be in a relationship that you have really overextended or overgiven. And it wasn't really reciprocated or appreciated. Because the threes are the start of something, but at the same time, and swords represent communications and thoughts, perceptions, beliefs, ideas. And this card can also be about disputes and arguments, things, words and thoughts that really hurt. And this could also be about a catharsis, getting to a place where you can kind of release that and let it go. Now, if you happen to be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, male, or whomever's going to take the role of the male in the situation, this is not someone who's going to be very easy to deal with. It's not going to be someone that is going to be able to really understand from an emotional standpoint where you're coming from. Why? Because for them, logic makes more sense and not emotions. So, yeah, you're waiting on something. There's two Saturn cards here. This is Saturn in Taurus, and this is Saturn in Libra. And this is Saturn. Taurus is all about your own personal possessions, the things that you yourself own, whereas Saturn in Libra is about what we have created together in partnership and the public face of it. Virgo is about the house of health and wealth. It is service, work, and duty to others, but also service, work, and duty to yourself. Maybe some of you have been wanting to start some kind of new project or something. I'm not necessarily picking that up, but I'm just kind of throwing it out here. And maybe some of you are feeling as though, you know, it's never going to occur. It's never going to happen. I can't see my way clear. I don't know what else I need to do. Well, know that whatever seeds you've planted have already taken root, and now you just have to kind of wait. It is this King of Swords that kind of throws me off, because he is the overall energy of this spread. Maybe this is coming to you through a group, because he represents Aquarius, and Aquarius rules groups, friends, networks, those non-ritualistic organizations. Okay, let's take a look at this Hanged Man here. Well, isn't that something, right? There is the gift that is not unselfish. And we're the sighing, the longing, the waiting for that ship to come in. But a person who's supposed to be helping you, but maybe they're doing something confusing, or they're not, again, for lack of a better term, they're not pulling their weight in the manner in which you need them to. So then the question becomes, do you really need them? I mean, you know, if it's more of a hindrance than a help. Let's take a look at this Three of Swords. And maybe that's coming to light. Maybe you are recognizing your own value and saying, you know what, I can do this. I've already put in the work. I've already done that. Somebody's at my door and they don't want shit. Il nemico, amore, and the prigione. This is somebody not pulling their weight. 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry, my neighbor just brought me something called Oreo balls. They are delicious. Holy moly. Hold on. So, what I'm getting here, the il nemico, the amore, and the prigione. For some of you, this is about someone thwarting you. It is also about, I think, somebody who has betrayed you in some way. The amore card. And what's interesting, you know that article on Cupid that I just posted up? There he is. And what he means. And the prigione, being tied down or constrained in some way. I think this is this King of Swords individual. And if it's not an air sign, then those professions that I listed may give you a clue as to who that person is. It also says it's somebody that you know, because he's in the past position. Okay? And this love is blind kind of a thing. But what's interesting is He's looking to the past. Cupid is blindfolded but faced towards this prigione. And so for some of you, this could be waiting around for somebody to make a decision about what direction they want to go in. And you're not seeing any movement. Okay, that's really what that's saying to me. And this would say that this person doesn't have your best interest at heart anyway. It's somebody you really can't deal with. So now, what I want you to do is to formulate a question in your mind. I'm going to pull one Heart Oracle Tarot. I'm not going to be doing the angel answer today. I'm going to be saving those today for the, what do you call it, on the website. I can't even talk. Wow, that card just flew out. It's a Four of Swords. Jupiter in Libra. Wow. So for some of you, this is a situation, and I feel with the Jupiter-Uranus, this last opposition, whatever has been stuck, that constrained card, whatever has been stuck, that person that you've been dealing with that won't budge, that situation for some of you will free itself up. I can't tell you whether it's going to free yourself up in the positive or the negative. But whenever Uranus enters the picture, he is a liberator. He's a rebel. He's the revolutionary. He's offering you freedom. Okay? So maybe for some of you, that freedom that comes along is going to be just the ticket that you need. You're going to be able to move forward with that. For others of you, it's going to be about the recognition that that shit ain't going to move. And this is my time to bolt so that I can find that someone who wants what I want and wants it with me. Jupiter in Libra represents the opportunity to balance out those relationships that you have. As I was saying, you know, there's usually Jupiter in Libra will bring lots of divorces, lots of separations, lots of marriages. It's an opportunity to meet that person that you need to meet, that you should be meeting if you've been wasting your time with the wrong person. Okay, let's read this card, read what it means. The Four of Swords. It says to step back, reconnect, rest, and recharge. So much time and effort can be expended in maintaining current relationships or in creating new ones that it's easy to forget to just stop and breathe once in a while. This life is not just about connecting with other people. The most important connections you can have are with the divine and your higher self. This is a good time to take a break from your personal relationships and reconnect with your spiritual self. And we saw that Hanged Man there in the center. Set aside a few moments every day to sit quietly and just be. In addition to caring for your physical self, look after your physical body. Remember that Nine of Coins lady? The sixth house. Work, service, and duty to self. Work, service, and duty to others. What is the value of that? Get plenty of sleep. Eat healthy foods and exercise. Treat yourself to a movie or take a walk in nature. Step away from any cares around matters of the heart and just breathe. By taking time for yourself, you'll recharge your emotional batteries and have more energy to invest in your relationships. So really it's a matter of reassessing. That's what it is. So I hope those messages helped you, fire signs. And until next time, namaste.